We are live on YouTube. Okay. Tim, some stuff going on in the hobby?
Yeah, last night was wild.
Wild to say the least. I
Last
mean,
night was
look,
wild,
we
and
talked about the three things happen in threes.
yeah. So Corey and I were talking because Corey and I roll together to a lot of these shows. So with the backyard breaks thing, and what's the first thing that happened?
G.I. Joe cards.
The Pokemon GI Joe cards.
Yeah.
So we were just talking to a bunch of people like, yo, things happens in threes, and then we were making the joke that with Tim Malone in Dallas, something's gonna go down. I didn't do anything. I maybe did a little something.
You
But
might have been a little bit a part of this mob, quote unquote.
yeah. So before we start, right, I want to talk about that's absolutely what happened because, and we'll get into it over time. So
Yeah,
just
let's give a second so like people can see that we went live and they can catch it. But let's just shout out what's up to the moon, what's up, Card Hogs, Nick.
oh, what up, Card Hogs?
So all right, so let's go backstory um, of this whole debacle. We're gonna pull up the footage from Tim. He may or may not make an apology. Maybe, I mean, the mob was real. That's all
The
I can
mob
say.
was real.
So let's get
yeah,
into it.
yeah, right. So well, Corey's going to be showing the footage that I took. If you look on Instagram, there's probably hundreds, if not a few hundred, videos of this now. Um, so, one second, brother. So what happens is this: right before I start filming, I'm saying goodbye to all my friends in the hobby because I was supposed to fly out today, but I missed my flight. Um,
That's how crazy things got. You
yeah,
woke up in a room with a guy named, what was his name?
I woke up in a clubhouse room
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
with Johnny. Yeah, don't forget that.
Caveat.
All right, so right before I start filming, I'm literally saying goodbye to people. And now we have a good friend named Nate McDougal, who is like a security guard, but he was at the show with his son, and he had it set up. So I'm walking by to where the trade night happening. So if you've ever been to Dallas, right across from the pool, there's that big room where there's usually people set up, but at night they turn it into the trade night room, and it was jamming. People, I mean, it was wall to wall. It was a great night. So I'm walking by, and I'm listening to our guys on Clubhouse, and I hear Nate say, "Tim, come into the trade night room. We're getting locked in. Come get locked in with us." So
Wild, which is wild, which is
yeah,
just like, I mean, so you went in there, you're thinking you're at the trade night just with the guys in the lobby.
no, I didn't go inside. So what happens is the door opens. So now at this point, which is never happens, the trade night door, like the place is completely closed. So there's people trying to walk out. There's other security guards like holding the door open. So once I finally see the door open, I can see our guy Nate right in front of me. He's a pretty tall guy, and he's literally saying, come in, come in. We're getting locked in." And I'm like, why would I come in if they're getting locked in? And at that point, I still don't know what's going on. All I know is they're locking people in the trade night room, and they're telling people,
Which is just, I mean, you have to think like, wow. First of all, it's pretty interesting to go like where somebody tells you, "Hey, I'm being locked in this room. Come over here." My first thought might be like, "Peace." Like, no, like this shit's going down. I'm out.
well,
But
you know who I
yeah,
am though.
right. You got to be right in the mix, which I love. Credit to you. I absolutely love it. To me, I might be thinking, let's walk the other way, but again, I'm a little, I like the drama too, so
Well,
I can't.
you know our guy Nate. Our guy Nate is one of like the nicest people, very down to earth, real awesome dude. And so I'm thinking he's joking. Like, why are you telling me to come in this room that's getting locked up? But at that point, I still don't even know the story. All I know is that Nate's like, "Hey, come in the room. Things are getting locked down."
Right. So this even makes this video even crazier because imagine this is Tim at the show on the outside, not knowing what's going on, but essentially like a live reporter with an earbud in your ear, getting reports from the inside from Nate.
And I'm on the outside watching it all
right.
happen.
You're on the outside watching it all unfold. So we're going to add the video in now, right? And let's caveat this with this story is crazy. Watch this. If you haven't seen it, you probably already have. But what you're seeing now is completely not reality, and is the mob mentality that's kind of the problem with what's going on, not just in the hobby but the world in general. People jump to a conclusion. They don't know the truth. I think, Tim, you'll be the first to admit it. Hand up. We talked earlier. This guy didn't have any ill intentions, and this is what happens. So here we go. All right. Yeah. So as you see.
Well, so at this point, this is when they let the doors open. This is when they're bringing the guys out. So the two guys that are standing right in front of the cop that are about to sit on that bench, those are the two guys in question at the moment. So they just walked out. You can see the doors are opening. There's our guy, Nate, right there.
You accused him of stealing a kid, so you want to apologize for that.
Yeah, if you guys go watch the video, you'll hear the audio. I go, oh, wait, this guy's stealing a kid. I go, oh, it's Nate. Never mind.
Good guy, Baltimore cop.
Yeah, awesome guy.
Caveat.
Yeah. So now at this point, now I'm hearing how everyone has different perspectives. So now multiple people, and then you'll see later there's 50 to 100 people. So now everyone is telling some story at this point. So now I'm hearing it, I'm reporting it as I'm hearing it. And keep in mind through all this, this is what you see on camera is not reality. You cannot believe everything on the internet, even though I'm telling you I filmed it, because I didn't know what was going on and I was making assumptions.
And as well as not only making assumptions, I mean, let's see if the audio will come in a little bit, because listen to the crowd. Right? Hold on.
Yeah, just put it all the way up.
Mike Baker just went to go check the cards because they have Mike Baker stickers on them. So Mike Baker right there just walked by. I think that he is saying that they are not his stickers. They are also fake Mike Baker stickers. Ooh, the cop just slammed the guy.
Hold on, pause. So that was not true, what I just said. So I'm hearing, we have a good friend. I don't want to say his name because he's actually really, not involved with it, but he has a lot of close friends, and he's been telling us that the most up-to-date information, which is why I'm able to essentially report it. It's coming from a good source. But there's still things that are happening at the moment that we don't know yet, right? So at that
and before this, what I was trying to play, and you guys again go back and watch it for yourselves. The screaming of, nah, good, but like that, and don't F with our hobby, which that's a whole nother conversation to have. But
so to be clear though, Mike Baker. What I said about the Mike Baker, that the stickers weren't real, that he said they weren't real, that is not true. That's something I heard in passing. So that part,
do you want to apologize now, or do you want to wait till?
No, I'll apologize when we get to the spot that I don't apologize about.
All right, let's get back to it. Because look, hand up. Everybody knows Tim, realist dude, and has no problem owning what he says and what he does, but has no problem knowing what he doesn't know. And at this point, he doesn't know, right? And jumping to conclusions, trying to figure it out.
But the mob is coming. But the mob is coming. So now everyone starts to surround these guys. Now think about it. These guys are literally back against the wall. Police officers, you're starting to see right now, he's starting to be put in handcuffs. In the audio, if you watch it, you'll hear the officer start saying, "Stop resisting, stop resisting."
What happened?
Stop resisting right now. Now that caveat, and I can't be in this guy's mind. I don't necessarily blame him. I don't know, but that right there is the exact wrong thing to do in the situation. I get it. I'm not going to pretend to be him and know what he was going through or what his past is. So I'm not going to judge him for it. And I don't think that most people will. But at that point, your perception goes from, what's going on to instant. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that just adds fuel to the fire. And again, it's not his fault. what we get to at the end of this video and what we found out since will kind of make people understand why we're saying this now.
Yeah. So, and then it's wild, right? And you'll get to it, but you gotta keep in mind there were people telling him. You can hear it on my video. I'm pretty sure you can hear it on any video you see. There's literally someone that yells, "You deserve to die."
Right, and which is again.
Right. And kill you. The same guy yelled, "You deserve to die." A few seconds go by, and then you hear him yell, "You should kill yourself." Like
right. All over cards that turned out to be exactly what he was presenting them as. Real, authentic cards. And okay, so let's keep going.
So now, yeah.
What the? Everybody back up. Hey, give him space. Give him space. Give him space.
You better not run, my boy. You better not run, my boy. I'll take you out. Nah, yeah, I'll take you out. You try to run.
Okay, now that again, you don't know. These are the two guys in question. You're solely, going off of what you thought what was presented right in front of your eyes, right? So,
right. So
now maybe you have an apology.
Right. So my first thought. So this scenario that's happening right now is that guy runs. We at this point, literally maybe two people in this whole crowd maybe know the truth. I'm not even sure how many people know the truth at this point, except for the two guys sitting on the bench. So my first thought is everyone's attention turns to the guy that just ran. I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't run. Now, here's the problem. My boy, if you're out there, my boy, I apologize because I got into that same mob mentality that we're going to criticize, right? So I was part of the mob mentality. It's just, man, like me and my boys back home, like that's how we talk and act with each other. If there was something wrong, I'd have their back. It's like we're gonna make sure everything is cool. We're not gonna let no one get hurt. I took it upon myself to tell another grown man that I don't know that if he gets off the bench, I'm gonna take him out, right? So to my guy out there, if you ever do see this, just know that hopefully this is the start of it. I know there's some guys back at the Dallas Card Show right now that are trying to quell the rumors, but I apologize to that guy specifically for even talking to him like that, right? Like, who am I to? But I don't know. I was amped up and caught up in the emotion.
Yeah, and I think it's real, right? So like that's why kind of we're doing this. We're not essentially doing this to clickbait everything, and we just want to help because the guys at the Dallas Show, right? They're doing this all now, and we have a small platform, but we're just giving our 2 cents of it, and also say that like this mob shit needs to stop, right? I mean, again, there are justified cases where people are scumbags, and you saw with the fake Pokemon case, like that thing was full of G.I. Joe cards. But the problem is when people don't have a chance to just explain themselves or hear the full story, and everybody jumps down, and we're all part of it, and we all are to blame. But look, what we can do is hand up what Tim's doing right now. Hand up, I was wrong, right? Hand up, I apologize. And, make an effort to get this side of the story out. Because, again, like, as, compelling and crazy as this story was, and, I was up till all last night watching and try, because you think that we all think that we're Dick Tracy solving something.
Yeah, like you're going to see something in someone else's video where you get
So again, I think,
But once again, to that guy specifically, I don't know your name. I don't even know what your face looks like. I got caught up in the mob mentality, and
now see this comment instead of apology. Look,
I don't know.
Right, we don't know, and Tim's going back to the show today. If there's an opportunity to do it, he's doing it. Right, this is the public. Yeah. This is the only way we know how to get. We agree with that, or Tim agrees with that, right? And apologizing in person is great if you know the person, but again, nobody knows these people, and I don't know why would they ever want to come back to the Dallas show. I mean, if I'm them, fuck this place. I'm not coming back. Like, but again, a misunderstanding is a misunderstanding, and Tim's hand up, you know, and again, let's also quell this whole, like, Tim said words, right? This guy didn't do anything. Nothing happened. Like, there's nothing to really get overly, you know, crazy about, but it just needs to be, the community in whole needs to sit back and not jump down everyone's throat until all the facts are out.
Right. So, yeah. So like I said, to that guy, I hope you see this. I mean, I hope I see you at a show one day, because I can I'm pretty good with faces. I could see his eyes. I kind of know what, like, his hair was a little bit longer, a little bit scruffy. Yeah, I do wish, I think that was Daniel that said that. I absolutely wish that I could find his name. And I'm sure that in a few days his name will come out. And if he has an Instagram or some social media account, look, I don't think he might not even remember me, but I am going to apologize if I can find out the guy's name. And this was, I figured, and Corey and I talked about it. I said, listen, man, I want to apologize to this guy, because I got caught up in the mentality as well. And then just where I come from, it's just like I was having the backs of people that I didn't need. It was just, I got caught up. But yeah, so apologize to them. I will absolutely, if I can find out his name, reach out somehow.
Yep. And then, so here, we'll get to this. It's a good question. We'll get to this at the end of the video. So we're just going to play the rest of the video, and then we'll get to all the new information, which, you know, hand up, we all should have waited for, but, you know, you get caught in it, and there's no, you know, it's more salacious and great to put up and to see, like, you know, oh, here's the hobby standing up for themselves. Well, now the hobby needs to step back and go, you know what, we fucked up.
Right.
Like, we messed up. And this wasn't the case. And, you know, there may be somebody, like, again, I don't even think once you guys hear what more information we've heard and what's come out, then we'll let you guys make your opinions. But let's finish the rest of this video.
Oh, they be in his ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The other guy doesn't run. Like, Case. Don't just say like Case.
So you just heard, right? I had already said that to the gentleman. Like I said, I apologize to him. You hear then other people start to say, make sure the other guy doesn't run.
Yeah.
So I had already been the first one to think of that. But now it's like, so I don't know if you can really see in the video, but when I say that to the guy, he kind of shakes his head. Like he wasn't going to run. I don't know why I said it. I don't know. I got caught.
Yeah, fair enough, dude. You said you got caught up in the heat. You got, look, we're not overly here to apologize for Tim telling a guy to, hey, don't run. It's the mob mentality of, and look, I was caught into it 1,800 or whatever, 1,000 miles away, right? I'm, telling Tim, get this video, and this is crazy. But again, hand up, like, as much as we love reporting these scumbags that there are real true scumbags in the hobby, these guys, which you'll hear about later, are not. And there was a misunderstanding, and people just jumped down their throats, and us included. So the only thing we can do now is say, hand up, we were wrong, like, and make sure people know that.
Yeah. But yeah, you start to hear people say, make sure the other guy doesn't run, and then just like, all right, yeah, keep going.
They got the taser on them.
All right, I gotta ask you. Did you say don't mess with the hobby?
I think you hear me say something.
I don't think you did. I just want to know because that statement there is just something.
So those two voices were not me. I think I do say something next, though. I think I do.
Don't mess with the hobby.
That's me. That's me that says that.
Yeah. Okay. So
cornball shit. Cornball.
Yeah. Right. Caught up in it. Right. Hand up. Right. That's all we can do. Hand up. There's nothing. We can't sit here and. If anybody knows or has invented a time machine, hit us up. We'll be glad to use it. Otherwise, it's hand up, right? Own it.
Yeah.
Going on car porn.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Hudson's the man, though.
So you hear me say Hudson's the man, though. So Hudson is one of the dopest collectors. I think he's 14, 15-year-old kid. So the point of me bringing this up is there's I don't know if it's his older brother or something. It wasn't his dad because I know his dad is saying, "Hey Hudson, back up, don't be involved." And I'm like, "Hudson's the man, though." And then you hear me start to tell him like, "Yeah, Hudson, kind of back up," because there were kids around. As you can see, Nate walked out with his kids. So now that
we know you're looking out for the kids, Tim. Nobody questioned that. He's the man. Tim loves kids.
Hudson, no. Don't go in.
All right, so that's pretty much it, right? He gets taken off. There's a little more ancillary stuff. Now, all right, so now is where all the other stuff. So like this, right? I know I would love to know why he tried to run again. We kind of said that in the beginning. We don't know his situation. We don't know what he knows.
There's an extra element to it, right? So keep in mind. So not only are people amped up and they're yelling at this guy at trade night. If you've been to any trade night, people are drinking, which is no excuse to act different when you're drinking. But let's just talk about reality of the situation is there's about 100 people there. I would say half had at least one drink. We're all having beers. I acted like an ass, and I honestly wasn't one of the ones drinking. But anyways, there were people drinking, fight or flight, man, right? Like, so you're being surrounded.
Look, we can't sit here and say why he ran. It doesn't matter. So the point of it now is, okay, and even the cops, from sources that we know that have talked to the cops, are saying the cops see this all the time. Innocent, guilty, they see both sides. The cops are not offended by it. The cops know what they're dealing with. They don't have any hard feelings toward the guy trying to run. They understand the situation. And that doesn't get them, the cops are just doing their job, right? And if the problem is when there's so much of this mob yelling and all this shit that people get caught up, like what are the cops supposed to do in that situation? And then what's the guy supposed to do in that situation? So we'll get into what the aftermath of it is that I woke up to this morning, 1,000 miles away thinking that, here's some big justice that was served last night for some guy that was hawking fake slabs and fake Jordans, to come to find out that it was a guy who they made a deal. All the cards in question were real. There was one question about one of the slabs not pulling up on the registry, which doesn't mean it's fake, right? And the guy, so from everything we're kind of understanding, there's a buyer who had buyer's remorse and essentially pulled the fire alarm. And what I mean by that is he yelled fire in a crowded room. He yelled thief in a crowded room. He yelled, scammer in a crowded room. And this is what happened. Right?
Yeah. So it's wild because, so here's what we know. And at least 99% of updated information, like nothing is set in stone, but this is what we know to be truthful up until now. We have a good friend that brought over Mike Baker. Mike Baker, you heard me say earlier, I misspoke in the video. Mike Baker did confirm that it was his stickers and that he did grade those cards previously that day. They have receipts, they have everything. Mike Baker confirmed it. So that part of it about the card, about the Jordans being fake is not true. They are real Jordans. They were real Mike Baker stickers. Mike Baker thing.
Authenticated.
Right. And then in question was
2 slabs.
So the one that doesn't come up on the registry was a Brady rookie. For whatever reason, it didn't come on the registry. That's the turning point that happened inside the trade night, where, from what we understand, the guy that bought the cards, his friend said, "Hey, buddy, like, this isn't showing up on the registry. It could be fake." Then,
right. So instead of the buyer going back to the seller, he went to a source at the show and just went directly to, this is, I just got scammed. These are fake cards. And then the mob set in, you know,
big time.
Right. So
now what happens is, come to find out today, the cards are real, except for the registry one, which we don't know is real or fake. It's just it's a mystery, right? The registry thing, right? So, as far as we know, it was a massive misunderstanding. Those two guys, as far as we know, did not try to sell any fake cards or scam anyone. And the police let them go. No charges were filed. I think everyone, we have a friend that has pictures of the cards that were there. We know they're real. No charges were filed. It's literally almost like a complete nothing story. The story that is now happening is, we got to calm down as a hobby, right? There are real scammers in this hobby, and we all have to, and me included, right? We got to calm down. It's just cardboard. We know we love it, and it's worth a lot of money, so there's a lot of passion behind it. But there were people yelling. There's a longer video that you can see, that Corey cut that up so you can see. But people are literally telling this guy to kill himself, that he should die. And people are cheering the guy that tackled him, and people like calling him scumbag. And there's thousands of cell phones on him, that it just was so polarizing at the moment that it felt like, oh, we just solved a mystery, like everyone was like, oh, we're involved. And it was wild. It was really, and honestly, it'll end up teaching me like sort of a lesson, to where now I'm probably in a scenario like this again. I probably won't be the douchebag that picks up their phone to record someone essentially ruining their life. Even though, like, I don't think this video, like,
it's gonna be okay. Right, yeah. And look, all I would tell anybody watching this, like, shout out, let's try to get this part of it out, right? I know it's self-serving in a way, but like, whatever. This is no way to, try to, we're just trying to reach out to the two guys in question, and just get this side of the story out. Because if it's not out, then what everybody runs with is, what they think they saw on the internet, which is some guy, because the video's done and nobody knows the rest of it. So, like, is this true? It's kind of mean, no? I mean, it can't be that bad. I mean,
am I embarrassed by it?
No.
I mean, I'm empathetic towards it. I apologize to it. But you know how many dumb things I've done in my life? Telling a guy,
yeah, dude, Tim used to steal like food from like trash cans. I mean, this is definitely not embarrassing.
Am I embarrassed by it? No.
Yeah, go back and watch episode 2. I'm not. I mean, embarrassed.
I'm a grown man that made a mistake about assuming. But am I embarrassed by it? No, I don't.
But owning it is half the thing, right? So we need to get like, this part needs to come out, and people need to, not. Again, it's easier said than done. Not always believe what you see, but also, as much time and effort as we put into pumping out the juicy, salacious story, let's spend as much time as pumping out the retraction, I guess. And that's why I guess we're doing this right now. I know it, it's not, again, it's just to get the truth out there, and to kind of just, for Tim to give his opportunity to say to these guys, look, man, I got caught up in it just like everybody else, hand up, and don't just shun these guys out, and because they don't deserve it.
I deleted the video, and I hope that other
I'm going to too.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I know we made the post before, like, it was more about like getting the word out. But yeah, I mean, I hope other people in the hobby, now I know there's people at the card show right now. The word has not got back to everyone that everything is okay. So there's still people at the card show right now that are talking about fake Jordans and fake this and fake that. So I'm going to be going back there soon, and I'm going to tell at least a story I know, and hopefully start the rumor that it's not a rumor, but get it going that everything's okay.
Yeah, don't say that's a rumor. Retract that. However, we go back and
yeah. That's what I'm nice about. And thank you, Daniel, for being so emotional with us here today.
Yeah, I mean, he's upset. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap it up at this. We'll put this on. This will be live on our YouTube page. If people, feel like they want to share it just to get the real side of the story out, we love it. And that's what we're doing on this podcast. Is we're not, actually, that's a good point. Don't delete it. It's a good, but see, here's the problem with the don't delete it. It's a great example of what not to do. It's got to have the caveat, or it just lives on, as scammers, right? So I think we'll end this live and we'll post this to our YouTube page. If anybody, wants to, please share it. We don't, like, subscribe, who cares? But we want just this side of the story to get out. And if these guys that watch it ever see, Tim's sorry.
Their names are going to come out, and I hope more people apologize. I hope the guys. I don't blame anyone except for myself for being involved in mob mentality, because I'm a grown man. I could have avoided it, but I hope more people do reach out and make Instagram videos doing exactly what we're doing right now. And hopefully these guys' names will come out, and we can talk to them, maybe show them some love. I mean, look, there's still more details there, but as far as we know, these guys are innocent. So let's just all calm down for a second, including myself, and we'll find out the truth. And hopefully we can reach out to that guy or whatever, or maybe he doesn't care, right? Who knows?
Honestly, maybe he's done with it. But look, and again, we're just, all we can say is we got to stop the mob. We just got to let things breathe a little bit, and just what I always tell people is always put yourself in that other guy's position. Now, if that guy's a scumbag, put yourself in that position. What got him there? Then he does, things. There are things that are, there are nefarious people trying to screw people over, and those people should be booted and exiled and stuff. But let's let situations play out a little more than like literally 5 minutes. Because now, again, I'm not saying that we should give everybody the benefit of the doubt. There are people that are doing bad things in the hobby, but give it a day, right? 12 hours. This was debunked. It's, so we have to be just as accountable for what we post and what we post afterwards, right? The follow-ups. It's great to post something, great where, and it gets a lot of views, but the views aren't worth shit if the content's not real, So let's leave it at that.
Yeah. My guy, Daniel, I should be here in March. I don't see why I wouldn't be. We will be also at the Mint Collective at the end of March. But yeah, come say hi, man. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
I understand the position you might be taking, but I don't disagree with how you feel either. So yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Yeah, come say hi next March. I think it's March 15th, right?
Yep.
The next show. So,
yeah, I'll definitely. I'm gonna try to be there too.
Come say hi. Usually, and this is the other part for me, right? Because I love to walk around the show, throwing my product, talking to everyone, and I don't want to be negative in this hobby. So that's the other reason why I, not only to him, but just in general.
This may be biased, but I mean, we can end on that.
Oh yeah, but let's just all calm down. Essentially, it was like a bullying situation, right? So yeah, social media, let's all calm down. Let's think about it. Hopefully Corey and I will be back here in March. I know we're going to the Mint Collective, so if you can't say hi to me in Dallas, please come out to the Mint and talk to me. But I do plan on being in Dallas for March. 2 shows is kind of like the limit if there was 3, but yeah, I should be back here in Dallas. Daniel, come say hi to me. And we'll throw around some slabs. Hopefully we'll have some laughs, and everybody else too. So
all right, let's end on that. Thanks, guys, and please share if you find necessary. We think it is, because Tim's eating a whole shit sandwich.
It's called a grinder.
Bye.